Hello, and before my camera dies, I'll point this out now. This is my camera person. He is a drunk ginger pirate. Obviously, the fact he's in my hand means I've temporarily got a new tripod, and my camera is resting on a load of train tickets. Anyway, how are we all today? Wonderful. Don't worry, I'm not going to do a Yaz and write down everything I like on a list and then place it somewhere I can't use it. My list is in here, considering apparently it's me this list is affecting, so I'd like to think I could go through it off the top of my head. Let's see, things that make me smile. Background music. Everyone loves background music. Background music can make even the most boring sentence suddenly jump out and seem really chirpy. For example, Pneumono-ultramicroscopiosilicovolcanoconiosis is the longest word in the medical dictionary and is used to describe silicon dust in the lungs. See, now that sentence sounded rather dull, but now, if we add background music... Pneumono-ultramicroscopiosilicovolcanoconiosis is the longest word in the medical dictionary and is used to describe silicon dust in the lungs. What else makes me happy? Ginger pirates, that makes me happy. What makes me sad? That makes me sad. What else makes me sad? The picture they've put onto the Wilkinson's student gift card of the guy and girl who are apparently stereotypical students. Now, I'm sorry, but I have never done that. I mean, I've done lots of terrible things in my time, but I've never put a saucepan on my head and sung into tongs? And I've never put a whisk on my... A whisk? Sieve? I've never put a sieve on my head, div more like, and sung into a spoon. I guess that means I'm obviously doing this whole student thing wrong. What makes me angry? Derby University! Haha! We'll go with that one. Derby University makes me angry because they've now kicked me off and put me back on my course 5 times. Each time the reason box has been blank, and I didn't even know I wasn't on a course until October last year. And then they put me back on the course, and then they kicked me back off in April, even though I was on my placement year, which they said doesn't count as a placement year, considering, according to them, I've been kicked off my course so many times, they have no clue what's going on with me now. And now I'm on 2 different computing courses, though one may be £4,000 more expensive than the other, which I'll have to cover because they told Student Finance I was still on my old course, and then they told Student Finance I wasn't on a course, and then I told Student Finance I was on my old course, but now my old course doesn't exist. So thank you, Derby University. If you end up £4,000 out of pocket, don't expect me to cover it, because it's your fault for treating me like you do all other students. Shit. I've run out of emotions. I can't think of anything else that affects me in a positive or negative way. But I can think of something that affects me in a positive and negative way, depending on how you look at it. Now, I'm sure many of you play Final Fantasy, as you can tell from my last clip. I do, and I react to it very strongly, which is why I felt bad that while Ares was, praying before she died, spoiler alert, I kind of forgot she was going to, and I spent a good 2 minutes doing this. But yes, as many of you know who play RPG-ish games, when you're running low on energy due to the fact you've been casting spells or, I don't know, staying up all night pretending to do homework, actually lying to yourself and procrastinating playing more Final Fantasy, you need a mana potion, or an elixir, or whatever else. Which is why, when I was a university student, I bought a crap ton of these. They are mana potions. Nifty little drinks. Think of them like 2 Red Bulls, except in a shot. And it's a shot that tastes absolutely disgusting. I mean, for example, this is the ingredient list. Glucurone lactone, malic acid, DL-phenylalanine, L-taurine, N-acetyl L-tyrosine, and caffeine. There isn't a single natural ingredient in the whole of this, so I'm not quite sure what magic powers are derived from, but it appears they're derived from E-numbers. Which is kind of bad, because there isn't even E-numbers in this. There are worse sounding chemicals than even E-numbers. There's a chemical in this called protease. Apparently, this contains, I'd say, well, so the last element on the list. So maybe just so daily value not established. I've just realised that if I drink more than 2 of these, I could possibly die. I suppose that makes the whole protease joke not worth it now, does it? Anyway, because my video is on a Sunday, it means Danny gets to make the new topic on Monday, meaning I guess this is where I bid you all adieu and don't actually ask a question. One thing that you could do to make me happy is let me refer to it as the doobly-doo, so do something there. Other than that, well, toodaloo, I suppose.